Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're counting down the top 10 Woody Harrelson movies of all time. Woody Harrelson is a versatile actor known for his incredible range and ability to bring depth to any character he plays. From comedies to dramas, Woody has done it all, and we're here to highlight some of his best work. Starting off our list at number 10 is The Hunger Games. The original movie was a phenomenon, and the sequels were pretty great as well. Harrelson played Hamish Abernathy, who is just ask you of the heart of the story throughout the series as a guide, and sometimes role model for the main protagonists, Katniss Everdeen and Peeta Mellark, despite his rampant alcoholism and self-destructive nature. The premise of the series revolves around a futuristic nation called Panem that is controlled by the capital. Panem once tried to revolt, and the current 12 districts of the nation must undergo a tournament each year as punishment, in which a boy and girl between the ages of 12 to 18 years old must be selected to fight to the death. This tournament is known as the Hunger Games, and it plays out on television for all to see. Katniss and Peeta are from a poorer district, District 12, and are the unlucky contestants for the games in the first movie, with the stakes and drama ramping up as the series plays out.
Oh shit.
Can you do that?
He can't, but he did.
Coming in at number 9 is Kingpin, a sports comedy by Peter and Bobby Farrelly, or the Farrelly Brothers, one of Hollywood's most iconic pairs of related creatives. Kingpin, 1996, follows Harrelson's protagonist as an ex-professional bowler who spends his days binge drinking. But when an up-and-coming talent shows face in the bowling realm, the lead character Roy Munson comes out of retirement and takes a protege under his wing. And with Bill Murray in a supporting role, you know this one has its fair share of laughs. Still, critics were far less than impressed, and audiences barely forfeited enough pocket change for movie tickets to allow Kingpin any sort of real financial success. Nonetheless, it does land itself a spot on the list.
You sure this is legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
Double or nothing, I can pick up that spare.
Next up at number 8 is Zombieland. Playing a character by the name of Tallahassee, Harrelson in Zombieland feels like the perfect example of what audiences probably think or want Harrelson to be like in real life, especially if there were zombies involved. Both films follow 4 characters named after their hometowns: Columbus, Wichita, Little Rock, and Tallahassee, as they navigate a post-apocalyptic zombie world triggered by strains of mad cow disease that turn the majority of Earth's humans into zombies. At first, Columbus is on his own before he meets up with Tallahassee, who is brash, cocky, and prefers to be a loner. Eventually, the two encounter the other members of their soon-to-be tribe, Little Rock and Wichita, who trick them at first before the 4 begin to rally around each other to try and survive in their new reality. The sequel is solid because of the 4 stars, but the first film is the better movie of the 2.
Just any box of Twinkies. The last box of Twinkies that anyone will enjoy in the whole universe.
At number 7, we have No Country for Old Men. In the neo-western crime thriller No Country for Old Men, viewers witness a cast of legendary actors put on unforgettable performances. After Llewellyn Moss, Josh Brolin, stumbles upon the brutal aftermath of a drug deal, he takes the cash he finds, starting a deadly chain of events. The murderous sugar, Javier Bardem, and Sheriff Bell, Tommy Lee Jones, both begin to hunt down Moss separately for different reasons. In the film, Woody Harrelson plays hired operative Carson Wells. With action, thrills, and an edge-of-your-seat plot, it's no surprise that this film received high ratings and 4 Academy Awards, including earning Javier Bardem his first Oscar. Though Harrelson's role in this film is a supporting one, he always captivates viewers when he is on screen as the overly confident Vietnam veteran, just looking to get the money back to where it belongs.
Ask you to sit.
No, sir, but you struck me as a man who wouldn't want to waste a chair.
Taking the number 6 spot is White Men Can't Jump. The film expertly sifts through romantic relationships, friendships, race relations, athletic endeavors, and what that brings out in people, as well as exploring the paths people go down when they are fighting the feeling of needing to prove themselves. Harrelson plays Billy Hoyle, a former college basketball standout, who now makes it by hustling on the street ball courts, playing to the stereotype he won't be any good because he is white. Eventually, he meets up with Sidney Dean, who is a fellow street ball player bested by Hoyle, before the two decide to team up to hustle others as a running bit. On the side of that, Hoyle and his girlfriend, Gloria, are on the run from mobsters because he owes them money, and all the while, she is striving to become a contestant on Jeopardy! Of all things.
Honey, I'm home.
How much money did you make today?
I missed you too.
I'm sorry, honey.
Halfway through our list at number 5 is Natural Born Killer. We can't quite call this Harrelson's breakout movie role, because that was the previous entry, but it absolutely is the movie that made those in Hollywood and across America see Harrelson in a new light. Sometimes shocking and always riveting, Harrelson brought both menacing and loving qualities to the character of Mickey Knox. The movie itself is a directorial masterpiece by Oliver Stone, with several incredible performances from Juliette Lewis, Robert Downey Jr., Tommy Lee Jones, and Tom Sizemore. In the film, Mickey and Mallory Knox become mass murderers triggered by their tragic childhood experiences, and set in motion by a diner scene that turns violent before they set off on their spree. The media surrounding the duo makes them cult heroes. There are some hard-to-watch scenes in the movie, but all in all, it's hard to turn away because the film is so well done.
There is no escaping here.
Who's the lucky one?
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a redneck by its toe.
Coming in at number 4 is True Detective. A legitimate epic neo-noir crime saga, True Detective was so enthralling it spawned sequels that unfortunately didn't come close to meeting the standards of the original. Playing Martin Marty Hart opposite Matthew McConaughey's Rustin Russ Cole, there was sizzling chemistry between the two and gripping dialogue amid all the chaos, tragedy, and near redemption. We're sure that the duo, while providing mesmerizing performances on the show, had a good time together off-screen considering some of their shared interests. The first season of True Detective features Rust and Marty investigating what turns out to be an intricate occult spiral they were investigating 17 years before picking up the narrative in the present day. They find links to unsolved crimes as they both struggle with their past. The first season is also full of gorgeous cinematography, and one of the most famous scenes to hit TV, the tracking, lengthy one-shot sequence masterfully done by Cary Joji Fukunaga.
A smart guy who's steady is hard to find. And I was steady. Russ, he was smart.
Breaking into the top 3 is The Messenger. In The Messenger, an injured soldier named Will Montgomery, Ben Foster, is tasked with finishing his active duty in the Casualty Notification Service. He is paired up with a veteran officer, Tony Stone, Woody Harrelson, and the two set off to inform the families of fallen soldiers about their tragic fates. Along the way, Will, coping with his eye injury and a recent breakup, finds himself tangled up with a fallen soldier's widow named Olivia, Samantha Morton. Woody Harrelson's character is a complex one. At one point, Stone berates Will for comforting a grieving family on the job. In another scene, He shows emotion by breaking down in tears upon hearing one of Will's sad stories from Iraq. The two even attend the wedding of Will's ex-girlfriend together. The war drama is a must-see for fans of dramatic, touching performances.
You do not speak with anybody other than the next of kin. No friend, no neighbor, or mistress. We're racing Fox, CNN, what have you. We gotta be first. Avoid physical contact.
At number 2, we have The People vs. Larry Flynt. Based loosely on the Hustler magazine v. Falwell Court Trial and Decision, The People vs. Larry Flynt stars Woody Harrelson as Larry Flynt, owner of the Hustler Club, who ultimately decides to try selling a Hustler magazine to boost profits. This move is controversial as many people take offense to it, calling the material pornographic. Flynt ultimately meets and hires lawyer Alan Isaacman, Edward Norton, to assist him in the court cases he gets roped into, one of which makes it all the way to the Supreme Court. As the determined Larry Flynt, Woody Harrelson puts on a complex performance filled with humor, scandal, controversy, as well as pain and heartbreak. His character faces multiple crises and tragedies outside the trials, but somehow manages to stay strong of mind and focus on overcoming everything. Courtney Love also stars in this must-watch film for fans of Woody Harrelson.
I have fashioned this American flag into a diaper because if you're going to treat me like a baby, I'm going to act like one.
And finally, taking the number 1 spot on our list is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. The critically acclaimed film 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri stars Oscar-winning Frances McDormand as Mildred, a mother still searching for answers about her daughter's rape and murder 7 months earlier. In her quest for justice, she has 3 provocative billboards put up, which does not sit well with a local police officer named Dixon, Sam Rockwell. Woody Harrelson plays Police Chief Bill Willoughby, who is more complex than he initially seems. The crime drama film received critical acclaim, including winning Frances McDormand and Sam Rockwell Oscars for performances. Harrelson was nominated for his role, but lost to Rockwell at the 90th Academy Awards. However, it did not take away from the heartbreaking, unforgettable performance that he put on in this movie.
Right now, there ain't too much more we can do.
Could pull blood from every man and boy in this town over the age of 8.
And there you have it, our top 10 Woody Harrelson movies of all time. Let us know in the comments which of these films is your favorite. And be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.